Good kids, and we will roll up together. Yes, we will. Where am I? Good kids, and we will roll up together. Sorry about that. Yes, we will. Well, I think I might have screwed that up. Let me check. Hold on just a sec. Huh. Trying out a new browser. It's hard to shift browsers when you've used Chrome forever, but you're in the Mac ecosystem and somebody tells you that Safari's way smarter, but you've been using Chrome since a long time. So that's a weird habit to change. Habits run very deep, don't they? It's one of the beautiful things of yoga. Yoga helps us to break out of the deep patterns or ruts or grooves in our mind and brain that otherwise we might remain stuck in for years, and offers exciting new patterns, new ways to move. So I guess the universe was teaching me something. Welcome aboard. Good to see my Bay Area friends. I just did flip the switch to go live on YouTube. This is yoga for if you're not necessarily a circus performer or an acrobat, or maybe you are, but you just want to relax, because even a acrobat needs a night off. So I got my cushion out. We're going to do restorative yin yoga, 10 minutes of joint juice. And frankly, I really need it. I kind of did that thing to my back that I do once a year, and kind of crawling around on the floor for a few days. But making the big comeback, yoga really helps. If you have a sore back, if you have all-American back issues like almost everyone does, yoga is proven by scientists wearing lab coats to be tied for first amongst the ways to, if not completely relieve it or cure it, make it better. Shoulders, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you use your body, you're going to hurt yourself, and we've all done it many times. And it's not that we hurt ourselves, it's how do we recover. Other way, 1. So restorative yoga, especially if you got a blue cloud like this that I'm sitting on. If you don't, go into your bedroom, move the cat, move the dog, move your mate, get on the bed and do this on the bed. It works great. Trust me, I've practiced it that way. Good job. So we've already loosened up these things. For a lot of people, this is just, hi, how are you? I'm fine. How are you doing? Hey, your shoulders look kind of tight. No, they feel fine. Most people don't realize this is supposed to be all open and juicy and liquid and flexible, just to name a few. Inhale up, exhale out. What's the number one characteristic of kids? Bouncy, springy, resilient, and bendy, right? They have to be. They're always falling. Thank God nature teaches us to walk when we're little kids, because if we had to learn to walk when we were 20, most of us would just, no, I'll take the wheelchair, thank you. I don't need the humility of falling, plus I would hurt myself. Kids don't mind falling, they think it's hilarious, and they're very resilient. I think we all have this one scar on the side of our eye where we fell into the coffee table. I've got mine. Do you have yours? A lot of close calls when we were kids. That's back before we wore helmets around the house. One more. Good job. All right. Roll your head around. 1, 2. You got a stiff, crabby neck. You're tight in Tennessee. Be easy with it. You're probably not going to do all of yoga in one night. It's going to take a couple of weeks. 5. But you can start. You can start tonight. 7, 8. Other way. One thing I promised tonight while we're doing neck rolls, we'll go through every human range of motion. If you're a stiffy, you're just going to drive by. If you're a bendy, you go deep. Either way, God loves the bendy and the stiffies equally. 7. Good. Relax your head down. Close your eyes. Just stop thinking for 15 seconds. Take a break. The world is far too demanding, isn't it? Sometimes it feels like we never can get our nose above the waterline. It's always a struggle, but not right now. Now here's a good all-purpose stretch. Say you're a working person in middle America and you never stretch. When you get home, instead of sitting in a chair and eating cheesy poofs and watching television, sit on the floor, put your hands behind you, and lift your butt up. Now really stretchies, they're, oh my God, but stiffies, if you can lift it all, good for you. This is gonna make you happy, and it's gonna make, well, it'll make you happy. Good, come on down. All right, switch to cross. Now this is something all my Bay Area friends can do. They can take their hands out, thumbs to the outside. They can lean way down into their paws like this. But some friends, they're brand new. They have like T-Rex arms. They don't come all the way down. That's a compliment, by the way. So I advise that thumbs on the outside, hands behind you, lean back into your wrists. I really like this version. I just entered my 70th year. I just had a friend say, you don't look a day over 69. I didn't really consider that a compliment. Drop your chin, lean into your wrists. Here, now I'll do it up here. This is so insanely good for you. It opens up your creativity, your innovation, your open-mindedness, your ability to think new thoughts, not just the same stale thoughts over and over again. Good. Come out of that. Excellent. I just got a text from Looney, my big black cat. He said he might be in tonight, so it's good news. Some side to side. Seriously, I watch all the movement gurus on YouTube and people with 1 million subscribers. These great movement teachers, and it's like they say, go like this, go side to side with arm twists, and I'm like, dude, I've been doing that since the turn of the century. Good. Now in, out, in, out. These are very simple movements, but most people don't do them, so they're not simple. They're impossible. Good. Now behind your back, up. For a lot of friends, this is it. Handcuffs. If you're going to be arrested anytime soon, this will help. Otherwise, get the back of your hands in. And that's the other stretch of your wrist. Drop your chin, touch your elbows together. Some people can actually touch their elbows together. Does that make them better than us? Yeah, it does. But we have our own quirks that are valuable. Everybody does. God makes us all a masterpiece. It's our job to find it. Good. Now come out. 1, 2. The key is to find your own gift and not to think that you should be able to do somebody else's. You can be inspired, but I'm not going to be a ballerina in this lifetime. Other way. I'm not going to be a pro football player. I'm not going to be a virtuoso pianist. That ship has sailed. But I have a unique skill set of weird and wacky things that makes me me, just like you do you. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. Shake it out a little bit. When you find your own way, you have no competition in the world. No one can compete. Good. Cup your hands at your heart and feel your true self. Good. World's easiest twist. Cactus. Left. Drop arms. Easy Thursday twist. Now, I've got friends in the Bay Area. Their left arm goes all the way behind their back, snakes around to the front. But we mere mortals, we just get a nice little twist. Spine tall, shoulders relaxed, chin level. Breathing in. When you exhale, that's the time to go deeper, not when you inhale. Exhale, deepen. Good job, kitty cats. Come out. Switch the cross the weird way. Sometimes you want to do it the weird way. Water in my ear from swimming. Played the drums, went for a long walk, wrote a manuscript, went swimming. This, turn right, right, right. Good, get the twist that's right for you. If you're brand new, you're going to learn something very valuable. What your body does and doesn't do. That's called your edge, and everybody has one, even contortionists. Otherwise, our atoms would fly off into space. Which sounds kind of good, actually. Good, come on out. Now, we're going to do this one little sequence that I've been building in every Thursday for a long time now. We're going to do it more near the start of the class because it's probably the most rigorous thing that we do. It involves going here, 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 and here, and then here, 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 and here. And maybe it's really easy and maybe you're brand new and can't do it. Let's see about you. By the way, take this moment, take this index finger, push the like and the subscribe button and do it for me. Just do it for me and my cat. It helps us bring yoga to other human beings that really need it. Okay, all fours, cats and cows. Everybody likes a good cat and cow. I don't know anybody that doesn't like rocking the pelvis, up and the down, perfectly fits with your breath. Decompresses your spine, stimulates your internal organs, relaxes your neck. If this is all you did once a day, if you were stuck on a desert island and this is all you could do, you'd be better off. Good, now you could do that. Can you crawl forward? Can you fold your tippies under? My tippies don't fold very well. And this is my squat for the day. Now I'm a huge aficionado of squat. I can squat a good squatter a mile away. The other day I was playing golf with a lovely young Korean woman, really good golfer. Her and her mom, I think, were playing, and when she would lean over to get her golf ball out of the hole, it was just adorable. She was kind of new. She'd squat down to get the ball out of the hole, and she could go all the way down, heels down. She could have reached 5 feet to get the golf ball out. She thought I was a good golfer, and I told her she was an excellent body moving person. Now, if you lift your hands and you don't support yourself, you're in malasana. This will heal every affliction of your body. Dandruff, halitosis, dry skin, constipation, Munchausen by proxy syndrome. There's nothing this won't heal. Inveterate punning. Now, if you don't like this, it's not my fault. It's your fault because you stopped using your body. But it's my responsibility to get you back in your body. 5 minutes of squatting every day. We don't have time for that now. Now, if I'm not careful and I lean back and bring my butt down, I'll smash my head into my piano. So I put my hands back here and I delicately extend my legs out. Now, if you're 12 years old, that's an embarrassingly easy movement. Some people are 40 and that's a piece of cake. I'm kind of teaching yoga to everybody else, but also the highly athletic that just need a break. Stretch up. Now here's the form if you're new and tight. Knees bent, spine back, arms down, shoulders vibrating, and misery. Legs extend, chest forward, arms up, shoulder blades relaxed, chest open, toes wide, chin level, Dandasana, staff pose. Dogs have owners, cats have staff. Some kind of firm and soft at the same time. It's just like your favorite pastry or something. Good, now hands down, or ice cream. Good, now my hands go behind. Here's one of the 5 great human movements. Feet come in, bottoms up. Now bendies, their hips go higher than their knees, probably not us mortals. Head goes back, ponytail on the floor. Grind your gears up. Good, then sink down. Now back in the day, I would bring my feet in and I'd go over my feet. But I just saw a podiatrist, nice lady, and she said, you know, you've got some arthritis in your big toe, and if you keep doing that, you're gonna ruin your big toes. And so, sold. Here's how I'm gonna go back to all fours. Cats and cows. If you went over your feet, good for you. Now, since we're not going to do any standing yoga, I still want to loose the caboose. So I'm going to walk my knees back, hands forward, and I'm just going to Elvis my pelvis around. If you're stiff as a boiled owl and you've been kind of up in your head for a few years, sitting at the office desk, you need to get your animal on. You need to get your inner animal going and circle the caboose. Now, believe it or not, the caboose goes both ways. You can make this a big, juicy kind of Amazonian movement. Very Golden Gate Park, very 1960s. Be your grandma in Golden Gate Park. 6, 7. Helga laughed at that. Good, now. Here's an important pose. I'm kneeling. Well, good for you, bub. What's the big deal about kneeling? Well, here's the deal. A lot of friends who are older than 50, their knees have petrified. They can't kneel no more. That's why this blue cushion is invaluable for something that costs $65. So when I'm on this, I can kind of sit on my knees. I can kind of bounce my booty. Now, if you're brand new, you get a block or a couple of cushions. This might make this accessible, like this. Now, my very bendy friends in the Bay Area, from here, here's my range of motion. Back on my hands. That's pretty good, honestly, for me. Some friends are going to lay all the way on their back, and I want to give my friends the opportunity to do that who can do it. And I want those of you who can't do it not to kill yourself, okay? I want you to just carefully lean back. If you can't kneel at all, lay on your back, pull your knees into your chest, and don't condemn or criticize yourself. Some days I put a bunch of pillows behind me and I lean all the way back, and this is a good hybrid today. This stretches my quads, it releases my hip flexors, stretches my abdominal wall. Really, it opens up the whole front of my body, my chest. I don't want my chest to cave in. I want to have a big, brawny, paper towel guy chest. Head can relax back. If you don't like a particular movement, just mimic or approximate it and keep coming back. Good, now from here, I'm sitting back up. This is called Vajrasana, the easiest of all kneeling poses, which it may not be for you. But now we're going into camel pose. My hands are behind me. They will be in a second. Then I just thrust booty up. Now, if your hands are on your feet and you can go all the way back, some people are just born to do that. That's not my karma. Good, then sink down. Excellent. Good job on that. I'm so glad that I'm still doing that. I plan on doing that on my 100th birthday, whether that's in this lifetime or my next one. Now I drag this out. Now we're going to do a restorative pose. Now we're going seepy by. That's knees wide, booty back. Most of us would really like to have a big pillow. The bendies don't need it. And just lay it out. Child's pose. We've actually been moving a lot. 2 minutes. Fall asleep. I'll be quiet. Be happy. You can fall asleep if you want. I'll wake you up. Good. Now I'm shifting over to my other ear. Supported. Feels really good. Restorative neck stretch. And Balasana. If you're very tight, have another pillow underneath here. You found your tribe. We're not going to judge you. We're going to help you do what you can do. Bendies already know what to do. They just want to relax. Good, kids. Bring your hands in. Push up out of that. Now I'm kind of back in this kneeling position. For some, it would be very easy. It might be inaccessible for you, but the one thing I like to do after this is called counterpose theory. It's like counterpoint in music. You play the other half and it goes together so beautifully. This is counterpose in yoga. This is a good movement for me. I'm just knees forward, booty back, toes under, push back over the top, sit, stretch my legs, lift up. Now, if you're 20, that's nothing. If you're 30, it's like, oh my God. If you're 40, maybe. If you're 50, I don't do that no more. If you're 60 or 70, good for you. If you're 90, then you're doing it easily. Good, now come on down. Now I'm coming back forward. Now, that last pose, my knees were underneath me, but my booty was way back. Now I want my booty on top of my knees. I want my thigh bones straight up and down. And I'm just going to lay down into cat stretch. This is a much deeper stretch of my shoulders. If it's too tight for you stiffies, stay on your elbows. But I want your booty high so that you get a long cat stretch. You can be on one ear, you can just face down, and really bendies, they're on their throat. Stay with it. My, oh my, is that a strong stretch on this blue cloud? This thing amazes me. Good. Now we're going to do a classic pose. I call it Swiss Army knife. All fours, left elbow. But I hope you can get down to your left shoulder for relaxing. So it's the cat stretch, but with a twist. I get an upper body twist, neck release, upper back, let's go. I keep my right hand to support. And I love this one. When I'm feeling bendy, I'll just bring my right arm behind my back. But you might want to keep your right hand down to take some of the weight out of your neck. You decide. This is going to go through layers and layers of tissue deep into the core of your body. I really love this one. It gets the very tight muscles surrounding my shoulder blades, both on top and underneath. Now, just for fun, if you'd like to play with me on the blue cloud, this is entirely optional. I'm going to push into my right hand, and I'm just going to take my right leg up. Now, because I'm kind of on this squishy surface, this forces me to balance a little bit, which, since I'm older than 50 for a long time, I need to keep my balance. So I'll just bring my right arm up. Now it's like one of those both Sue balls. I got to hold my balance. I have to be flexible and yet balanced and firm at the same time. Most days I reach up and I grab my foot, but I'm being easier on my back tonight. So just this. Then I bring it in for a landing. I press out, and I do cats and cows with my friends around the world. I'm checking the YouTube analytics. There are 8 billion of us in this class tonight. Up and down. My Bay Area friends are used to my hyperbole. 2 more. Good. Now, here's an interesting pose, I think. It's called egg. And you bring your knees and your ankles together. Now, I don't do this deep in egg as I used to, but you just slide your arms back and you compress down into the smallest little ball that you can make. You might even reach back and grab your feet. Now, if you're very bendy, the deep version is knees together. You actually widen your feet and your booty comes down to the floor. That's for a very rare subset of people that pole dancers, aerial people, people like that. Good, kids. Come up out of that. That was a counter pose. Now, you're brand new. You're crispy in Cleveland. You come down to your right elbow. You kind of cursed me a little bit, but you're glad you're in class. Right shoulder, right ear. Oh, yeah. Keep your left hand down unless it feels great behind your back. Boy, is it windy in the Bay Area today. I swear we have 35-mile-an-hour gusts today. I'm not complaining. Good, now this is just if you want to play with me. Push into your left hand and bring your left leg up. It's interesting on the blue cushion. And then left arm up. Great yin pose. Good, now come out of that. Now, if you're brand new, you're not going to believe this next pose. I'm actually going to lay down completely on my left ear with my arms down by the side of my body. Restorative yin neck stretch. 1 minute. Get over on your right ear. 1 minute. Good, kids. Now, come up on your elbows, be the Sphinx for a second. Now, I'm going to lift up my left foot. Up it goes. And I'm going to take my left arm out to the side. Back it goes. Now, don't condemn or criticize yourself if you can't grab your foot anymore. Don't worry about it. Just maybe get a strap or a towel or a blanket and just start again. There's no judgment in this class. For some people, for me, it's a bit of a stretch, obviously, to grab my foot. For some people, you cannot believe this. And I'm just going to rest like this. I'm barely going to push my left foot back. That's going to stretch my chest forward. If you're really good at this and you can lift your left thigh up, that is a range of motion that the large percentage of humans don't really have. This is good. If you're over 50 and you can grab your foot, you're doing good. By the way, if you just want to skip and grab both feet at the same time, that's okay. Now I'm crossing my left elbow in front, raising my right foot. I'm reaching back and I say, oh, shoot, you say. Gosh darn, you say. I can't grab my foot no more. You found your tribe. One day you will grab and then turn your chest forward, lift up. If you can grab both at the same time, just find a restful way to do it. Don't be extreme. Just this. Stay strong in your left elbow, chest forward. Ungrip your butt cheeks. Sorry to be technical, but most people grip their buns like a pair of diamonds back there. So relax those guys. Good. Now, there's a movement a great body person told me a long time ago, really well-known person. It's called spinal decompression. It looks simple, but it's really good for you, and I really need it. My elbows are in front. My knees are down, which is proven by my feet being up, and I'm just going to lift my tum and my bum. This rounds your vertebra the other way. Drop your chin. Hold this for 10-15 seconds. Knees, elbows down. Suck your guts up. Drop your chin. This brings nerve energy to your compressed vertebra. Good. Come out of that. That was like a $3 pose there. Now, I'm crawling out, I admit. Crawling's a great skill. Now, I'm doing this for you, but I'm also doing it for me, honestly. I think most of the people that I know, they have a shocking amount of tension. I call this the Bermuda Triangle at the neck, back, and shoulders. I have an unbelievable amount of it. For me, it associates with lifelong migraines. I'm not complaining, but I'm going to keep trying to work it out. So while I'm sitting, here's what you can do to get that you don't see taught a lot. Right arm goes under. You're very tight. You got big, stocky arms, and this is fine. If you're bendier, you hug tighter. You fold up your arms like this, and you go up and down with your elbows. If that's working, then you just put your washing machine on agitate and take it around in a circle. If I'd started to do this when I was 20 and had my first office job, it wouldn't have built up on me. So we all make mistakes, and it takes a while to work them out. Other way with your elbows. I've never seen this movement by anybody else, so you're welcome. It's the least I can do. Good, now I'm grabbing my elbows, and to open up my shoulders a little more, maybe you get stuck here. If you go on YouTube and watch shoulder contortionists, they can go all the way back around and just do side to side. No judgment. Good, and then bring these down. Let them go. Yay. Switch the cross just to balance south of the border. Arms out. Couple of Sheryl Crows. Can you have fun in yoga? Let's see. I try to keep it lighthearted as long as I'm doing the work. Good, now left arm under, like that. You're very tight. You just go like this. You're shocked at how little your shoulders move. Watch what happens in a couple of weeks. Hug tighter, fold them up if you can, ups and downs. And then my circle's not, this is not full human rate. It's not even close, but it's good for me. Other way, grind it out. All those knots back there, that's energy that's congealed into concrete. When that opens up, you're more creative, you're more loving, you're of more service, you're more cheerful, you're more fun to be around, you make the world a better place. That's a good life right there. Release, grab your elbows. You're tight, they go here. here, maybe way further, and just work them side to side. Get your happy on. Good, now bring this down. Now we're going to conclude tonight with restorative twist on each side. And I harangue my students about this. And because of the version we're going to do tonight, I'm going to use an extra large blanket underneath my neck. What do I mean by that? I'm folding up, that is 6 inches thick, I think. I'm just making a thing for my head. Now, my bendy friends in the Bay Area, they may not want something underneath my head. If you're watching for the first time, do not do twists on your back without your head supported, because you're going to break your neck. Now, on your back. Now, here are the three. This is Goldilocks and the three bears, okay? So, there's Mama Bear, Daddy Bear, and Baby Bear. Baby Bear has a very easy twist. Knees come in, they don't cross. Knees drop down to the right, that's fine. Now, Daddy Bear brings both knees in, crosses left knee over right, brings knees in, and knees come down to the right. Mama Bear, she's a very bendy bear. She brings both knees in, crosses left over right, and somehow Mama Bear puts left ankle underneath right ankle, and then that comes down. You do what's right for you, and I'm going to do what's right for me tonight, okay? We're going to do this for 3 minutes on this side. This is the pièce de résistance. This is the big denouement. All right, and I'm doing Daddy Bear position, knee over the top, head supported, torso opens to the left. You know what would suck would be to get in this and then just bounce out in 10 seconds. So 2-3 minutes, soak it up. This is why I got my blue cushion. This pose right here. Crack, crack, crack. Finish your exhalations all the way. Don't rush it. Have a slow hand. I can feel my body making little 1 degree additional twist with every breath. You do this kind of yoga with us 2, 3, 4 times a week, you're going to be much less likely to injure yourself. And if you do, and we all do, you're going to be much more likely to heal much more quickly. Good, starts to feel good now, starts feeling better and better. Good, you guys. Big inhale. Exhale. Release even more. Good. Inhale again. Exhale. Now on this inhale, bring your knees back up. Take your time. No rush. Now I'm shifting my keister over to the center, which is over to the right, plumping up my blanket. Now, what are the three versions? Baby bear. Both knees in, no cross, down to the left. Baby bear pose. Daddy bear pose, mine. Knees come in, right knee crosses. Mama bear, knees in, right ankle underneath left ankle. Roll it over. Plumping up my head, relaxing my shoulders open to the right, pinning my knees down on the left. I swear these poses become ecstatic, euphoric, blissful. They really do. Slow your breath down. Good big inhale. Exhale, release. Good inhale, bring your knees back up. Feet down. Shift booty over to the middle. Put your bolster underneath your knees. Plump up your head. I will join you on Blue Cloud for 5 ecstatic minutes. If you're brand new to yoga, don't skip this. If you're Helga, you have special dispensation. Night Helgs, great to see you. Love you a lot. And we other 7 billion people are going into 5 minutes of, now we're going to be Goldilocks. If you're brand new, this is whipped cream on top. 5 minutes of Shavasana is worth a month of so-called sleep. Okay, beautiful friends around the world and down the street, there's that guy's voice. Just start to breathe back toward your skin. Take your time, no rush. Good. Wiggle your fingers and toes, circulate ecstatic feel good through your body. Why not? It's free, it's legal. Good. Now curl over on your side for half a minute. Good. Then we'll sit up together, all of us around the world. Conclude like the yogis do. Yogis have a beautiful way of concluding the practice. We sit. We're like the lotus flower floating in the pond. Hands come into the heart. And our brain bows down to our wise heart. You go into your heart, I go to my heart. We come to the same heart together. And all together we say, Namaste. Thanks for joining a slightly injured but feeling much better yogi, I must say. I hope you feel better. And please come back and see us, worldwide audience. Do leave a like and a subscribe. Leave a comment for my cat. He returns all the comments. Bye, YouTubers. I think I've got, thanks, Carol. Thanks for coming. And there's Steph.